David Bowie. First of his two songs. Right, it's the man who sold the world, ladies and gentlemen, David Bowie.
Upon the stair, we spoke of was and when, although I was not there. He said I was his friend, which came as some surprise. I spoke into his eyes. I thought you died alone a long, long time ago. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. I laughed and shook his hand and made my way back home. Searched for foreign land. For years and years I've known. I gazed and stared, and all the millions here, you must have died alone a long, long time ago. Who knows? Not me. Lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. Your face to face with the man who sold the
Nicely done. We're back for chat with David after this on Rove Live. The Hot House Rule. All right, we heard him sing before. We're going to have a chat with him now. He's one of the most influential musicians of any era. And we're very proud to have him with us tonight. He's sold over 30 albums, or over 30, what? He's released. It was all going so well. He's released over 30 albums. His latest is called Reality. He'll be back to sing one of the singles from it later, but now we're going to have a chat with David Bowie. smooth.
You were going to say most infuriating, weren't you?
I didn't know what I was going to say.
And then you got into the 30 albums, and there was just no saving you after that.
No,
really.
it just started to unwind.
Yeah.
Just everyone sort of unravelling it before their very eyes. Now, welcome back. It's been, I mean, this is the first, you're here for the reality tour as well as the album, of course.
Yes,
and, the first tour since '87. It must be a thrill to be back.
You're right, it is 87. 78, 83, 87, those are the times
Last
that I've
Spider
been
was the
over.
last one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was indeed. This has just been fantastic. Every single stop so far has been great. I always have a good time down here, but this time, for some reason, it's been even better. It's just been terrific.
Have we changed much as a nation? I mean, when you were in Sydney, because you used to have a flat in Sydney, did you suss out the old suburb?
Just off kind of Elizabeth Bay area, you know, and opposite the marina there. And I had it for years and years, but I only used it maybe 3 times properly when I came over for a few weeks at a time. And took a car and drove around an awful lot. And I just wasn't using it enough, so I sold it brilliantly just before the property boom.
That's what you want?
Yeah, it's 1991-ish, something around there. Let it go for a song. I can't remember which song it was at the moment. But one of the 30 albums that I sold. Yeah, it was on there.
Speaking of Sydney, I think it was the second show that you did in Sydney. You got a nice little surprise when you left the venue after the show.
Yes, I know. All the people I owed money to turned up outside the show, and it was really quite touching. Well, they wanted to touch me anyway.
Yeah, we've got the footage of it here. You had all these fans waiting outside, and they're all singing, they're all serenading. Yeah. Which was lovely.
They're singing, show me the money.
Now, this must still be quite incredible for you to come out after a show and see something like this.
Yeah, that was amazing. And then they all nicked the cars in the car. It was like a piece of performance art. Yeah, it was pretty fantastic.
That's got to be nice.
It's got to be lovely.
Now, there's a single on the new album, Never Get Old.
Yeah.
Now, at 57 now, you still look fantastic.
See, we're kind of lookalikes, really, aren't we, Rove? In a way, we get into that. Except I'm a bit taller.
Yeah.
Blonder.
Everybody's a bit taller and blonder.
Probably in better shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you still box?
You want to try something? Yeah.
No, I don't.
All right. Okay. I do want to crinkle my new Mambo suit.
Oh, it's very nice. But I was going to say, is the song "Never Get Old"? Is that something you live by? That phrase?
No, it was. I mean, anybody my age, you know, somebody had to sing that, and I was the man for the job. It's such a silly thing to say, really, isn't it?
Well, not really. I mean,
but it's not silly if you sing it.
No.
With a backbeat.
Nothing
you know?
ever does. I mean, aga-do-do-do, push pineapple, shake the tree. I mean, when you sing that, it sounds fine.
What is that? I've never heard of that.
Have you not heard that?
No. No. Is it on radio?
Oh, this is going back to the 80s or something like that.
That's when I stopped listening to the radio.
But is there a time, like, or an age where if you could have stopped the clock, you would have liked to have stayed at that age, or are you happy to remain getting old?
Well, you know, there's some days I wish I was 50 again.
That was some good years.
50, like, whoa. It was a bit, whoa, you know.
And how does it compare to the days of the drinking, the drinking, the smoking, the cocaine taking, all that era?
Days of drinking and smoking. What, like everybody's life here?
But does that seem like
now
just a lifetime ago?
Truly, especially in Australia, I'm truly not as other men. I don't drink or smoke anymore. No, absolutely not.
So you're absolutely viceless now? Is there anything at all?
God, I wish I could come up with one. I don't even knit. I don't know. Driving, I think the way I drive is probably a vice. Maybe.
Now, knowing that as influential as you are, there I got it out this time, and knowing, I mean, you've influenced a lot of people, and I'm interested to know of some of the people that have influenced... Oh, have you seen our jelly bean? Get right in there.
That's really great. Brilliant. I've never been on a show where they gave sunglasses away. That's really good.
See, now, if
That's
any
terrific.
other guest had ever bothered to dig to the bottom of the jar... Even I didn't know they were there.
Amazing how these fit exactly, isn't it?
What are the odds?
What are the odds?
But knowing how much you influence other people, I'm interested to know who
Little
influences
dancing glasses.
you. Now, explain to me who the name Florence Foster... Florence Foster Jenkins.
Yeah. Wow! I'll stop now. Go on. Florence Foster Jenkins.
Yeah, now explain to me who she is.
Florence Foster Jenkins is one of my all-time favourite albums. She was kind of a socialite in the 30s in New York, and was so famous that she could pay people or bribe them to come and see her sing. And she was probably the worst singer ever in America. But she thought she could do opera, and she would do these little recitals or soirees in her pad in off East Side somewhere. And all the local doyens would go around and watch her and laugh secretly. You know, like, well, she thought she was getting a bigger and bigger fan base, so she booked herself at Carnegie Hall. And it sold out in a matter of minutes. And everybody, when she started singing, just fell into the aisles. Nobody could believe that this woman could be so awful. And she died about a month later of presumably a broken heart. But she's one of my all-time greats.
Well, for those who haven't had the Florence Foster Jenkins experience,
yeah,
we've got a little piece of her from her album here. Have a listen. And this is legitimate too. We haven't made this up. We haven't docked this up. This is taken from her album.
I'm going to cover one of her things one day.
And she brings it home too. There's a note here she can't quite reach. That's unbelievable.
She's fabulous.
How did you hear about her? I'm fascinated by her. Because look, we went out and bought the album.
Oh, great.
We read that it was one of your top 25 albums.
This is the one to get, folks.
We tracked it down.
Yeah.
But I love the fact it's called The Glory with 4 question marks of the human voice.
Yeah. There's a wonderful picture of her. She was a big lady, you know.
So how did you hear about her?
I got the most extraordinary record collection. You wouldn't believe what I've got. Everybody else gets, you know, Hendrix and stuff like that, but I've got stuff like Florence Foster Jenkins. Well, there you are.
Well, you've enlightened us all, so that's fantastic. Well, look, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, and you're going to be back, of course, to play the new single, new Killer Star from the CD, which is out now with a bonus DVD, Reality. Ladies and gentlemen, David Bowie.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more of David Bowie, our lookalikes, the next Whopper, and our radio serial. Kenny Kramer and our good friend Ross Noble. Next week on the show, yes, he used to be Greg Brady and in a lot of ways still is, Mr. Barry Williams from the Brady Bunch band, the Sleepy Jackson, and the man best known as Nightcrawler from X-Men 2, Alan Cummings. All your details are on rove.com.au to take us out tonight. The man, the myth, David Bowie is going to be playing his single New Killer Star from the CD Reality, now out with bonus DVD. Until next week, I'm Rove McManus. Say hi to your mum for me. Good night.
emotions, little details in color. First a horseback bomber, then a small slim church. Like seeing Jesus on deadline. Let's face the music and dance. Don't ever say a prayer.